today we're going to bring a multi-card reader. You guys can see this is a type C connection. It has a nylon cable. It's a little short. We're talking about maybe 2.5 feet short, all right? But it's perfect for those that are photographers and you have a Mac or PC. As long as you have a type C, the transfer rate is going to be high on this one. Of course, you have your micro SD card here, all right? SD card and the SE card, the larger card for older cameras, the Canon or anything that you have that require it to transfer videos or pictures. This is another option too. So we're going to test it out and see how well it works. So right now we do have a micro SD card and an SD card, all right, that you're just pretty much going to set it up in here. In order to get the card going, it has to be facing down, all right? So once you face it down, you just click it on and you'll hear a little snap in here. To take it out, the same thing. The actual chip, the micro SD card, it has to be facing up when you're actually going to put it in there. And it also snaps in there and you can hear a little click on it and you just push it back out too. So I'm going to test this out and do a transfer rate on the we're going to use our actually Microsoft Surface, or we're just going to plug in our desktop and transfer from there. So we're going to actually plug in our SD card reader here, and we're also going to test it on the laptop. But right now, we're just going to plug it in our desktop. And when you plug it in, you'll see a little green light indication. This thing pops up automatically. So let's go see the transfer rate and see how good it is. All right, so right now we're going to transfer a gig over to both drives. All right, if you guys can see, we have one here, two here, and we have a new folder. All right, it's 1 gig, and I'm going to just drop it on both sides. All right, so we're going to drop one here so you can see the transfer rate, and then we're going to drop the other one on the other side, and it's jamming. And this is a gig on it, and the transfer rate, because it's type C, it's getting the fastest connection we can. So we transferring a gig at the same time to both drives so it could read individually. And of course, it's a type C, so the transfer rate is going to be pretty high. Right now, it's going to take about 40 seconds on one of them, 45 seconds on for both of them, actually, which is not that bad. It's something that I expected for larger files. Of course, it all depends also on the card. If you don't have a fast transfer rate for photography, you're going to have a lag on this. Now, these are generic little cards. They don't have too much of it, but the transfer rate is still good enough. Now, you are going to get heated up on the cards if you transfer large amounts of files in there. If your card's not capable of handling big files like that, make sure you buy purchase the right kind of micro SD card or SD card that you have. All right, so I got a couple of videos here that I want to put in my phone so I could edit them. So we are going to plug in directly to our phone. If you guys can see, type C, and it lighted up. All right, so now we're able to actually read the card from the actual system itself, and that's one thing that I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to go to my files here. All right, and if you guys can see, I see the USB storage spaces in here. I see 1 and 2 on the actual system. So we're going to go 1. And I do see the videos I want to transfer over, which is this one. And I want to say that one, and that one. And then I want to copy or move. So we're going to go into folder. We're going to go downloads. We'll go to downloads. We'll move them here. And U-Box and move them here. So I'm going to transfer the files from here to here, and you're going to see that they're going to be in the U-Box, all right? So we're going to go ahead and disconnect this, and we're going to connect our phone to it to see if it finds the files. So now we have them in here. They're in here, and I'm not connected. And of course, you could play the videos in the files from here. So there's another option you can do, not just your Mac or your PC, but you can actually transfer to your phone and other units. So 99.6 of you are not subscribers in my channel. I hope that the content helps you out and that you find it very useful. And I hope you hit the like and subscribe